I'm Ludwig Kitzman, and this is Lucas Sullivan.
What's up?
We're on a show called Caught Up.
It's true.
It's about what's happening right now in video games. And what's happening right now is older video games are being enhanced and updated for modern systems like the PS4.
That's a theme, a running theme
Yeah.
of 2015.
So far, all of the major, every Naughty Dog game for PS3 so far is now on PS4 with Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection. It joins The Last of Us.
Fuse? No, I'm sorry.
You're
That
thinking of
was not-
Insomniac.
I was thinking of Insomniac.
So we're going to play Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection, and all of these games have a very consistent update. It's done by Blue Point Games, which has remastered things like Eco and Shadow of the Colossus collection. They did the Metal Gear Solid HD collection, and I think this is some of their best work so far, but you'll see for yourself. Every single game here runs at 1080p, 60 frames a second, and then you have to press X to begin with this consistent menu. I like this because you can get to this menu from each of these games. I'll show you when I jump into Uncharted 2 Among Thieves, which I think is widely agreed to be the best game.
The numero uno.
Yeah, this is the one you want to beat. You also have an options menu from this, which gives you a universal options menu for all of the games. All of your adjustments here are applied to all of the games, which I think is pretty cool. So if you have like an aiming preference, you can adjust that.
If you're one of those inversion people.
Yes, if you're one of those inverted people, or one of those people that enjoys the video game that's called inversion. Do you remember that?
I did.
That's an even smaller
Include
group
that
of people.
on a worst box out list, or worst box art, because you have to tilt your head.
Right, you have to go like this.
Just to read it. Sup, girl Draco?
Hi everyone in the chat. Okay, press X to begin. This is the toughest part of the game, I think. I always screw this part up.
Dude, I forgot we were supposed to play H1Z1, but you know, this is caught up. We're talking current events here.
Yeah, this game was sent to us, and we could stream it already before the release date. The release date is October 9th or October 7th.
We're well ahead of the game at this point.
Yes. So, I've already completed this game. This is my save file, so we can go anywhere in Uncharted 2.
Holy smokes.
But what I want to do is I want to go to Borneo, because
Find
I think
all those treasures?
this is the part of the game that you often forget. Like, you think of the train, you think of sort of the snowy mountains of Uncharted 2, because that's sort of where the journey takes you eventually.
Right.
But Borneo, I think, is one of the best looking areas in the game, and it's also it has some really cool combat design.
Which is Metal Gear 3E.
It's not something that they got right away with Uncharted 1. Like, I think they were still trying to figure out how best to do a shooter. You know, like what's a good way to design combat encounters, and what's a good way to make it feel, you know, like it's exciting but not too punishing.
I remember having to redo many of the shootout sections.
Also, did you see how quick that loading time was?
That was pretty good. Sully,
So this is the part where you have to arm some C4 charges in this really beautiful looking jungle.
This looks crisp as all get out.
Crisp as all get out. That is going to be a review quote, I think. And hopefully you can see that this is streaming at 60 frames a second as well.
Ooh. I forgot about Chloe. I totally forgot
Chloe
about
is awesome. Yeah.
I gotta play 3. I gotta play 3.
So the sad thing about Uncharted 2 is, like, Sully leaves pretty early. Like, at the end of this whole sequence, he's like, that's been enough for me, I'm out. Which is probably why he takes such a big starring role in 3. Which you have yet to play, right?
Correct. Drake's deception, I know not of how he is deceived.
Or is he the one deceiving?
Oh,
you didn't think of that.
My God. Holy smokes.
Twists.
So
Twists and turns.
pull it in. How's it going? So this definitely looks better than I remember.
Right, you're not gonna, I don't think you're going to be convinced that it's a PS4 game, but it's still an excellent looking game. Like the detail that you get with 1080p and just like the anti-aliasing, like the quality of the image is top notch now.
Those textures are high res as heck.
And the frame rate really does give the animation a lot of room to shine.
Oh, that's right. I remember they used a lot of motion blur, and I'm not seeing any right
Well,
now.
you can actually enable background motion blur separately. Like if you go into options, you can just go into display. Oh wait, there it is. motion blur. You can do it per object or object and camera.
Holy smokes, that's granular.
I'm not a big fan of the motion blur of the background because I think you want to preserve that. I mean, we're not seeing this through a film camera, right? Like we want to enjoy the environments as good as they're meant to look. So I usually have that turned off, but I can leave it on for now. Wait, what's your vote?
Go with what you want to do.
Right,
Because
I wanna go
you're
with
at the
just
helm
object. I think you can turn it off completely as
Holy
well if you
smokes.
want. So that's pretty cool.
Keep an eye out for patrols.
All right.
Now, what in preparation for the stream, I remembered.
Church. Is that a hooker to church? Why not?
That was on the IMDb page when I was looking up quotes. Between us, Letty, who is
Yes.
Nathan and who is Sully?
That's Nathan. The one I'm controlling is Nathan.
Oh God!
Oh,
They saw you real fast.
Who needs stealth anyway? This gun is terrible. I don't like it at all.
That's funny
You gotta
to
go for
see
those
him
headshots.
go.
You gotta go for those headshots. Just
Man, Sully
save
is
some time.
very ballsy,
It's because he is an NPC and he has additional powers. That's
such
the
as
thing.
total invincibility.
Such as total invincibility. That's a really good one to have. Bye. So the one thing I like about the Uncharted series more than other cover-based shooters is that you do have a lot of mobility. I think the enemies are still a little too bullet spongy in this one.
They take a lot of headshots.
They get
right?
better as the series goes. I really wish I had a shotgun or something right now. We'll just do blind fire.
Ooh. You talking kill.switch right now?
Yeah.
Wait, that wasn't. That was the first cover
That's
shooter.
the one where someone's like, Gears of War is amazing, and someone will follow up with, well, Kill Switch actually did it better.
Even though we all know that's not true.
That is not true at all. But I just kind of like Kill Switch. It was amusing.
There was another one though called like Frontline or something that had blind fire. That was the true blind fire first, but it's eluding me
You're
now.
dropping some history here.
Yeah.
Right, so, this is the first game where you can swing on poles like that. You could not
Really?
do that in the first game.
I did not know that.
Okay, so I finally got a rifle. Is this the log where I have to balance with that? No, that's in the first game. Do you have any questions in chat so far? What's going on over there?
Well,
I'm
there's,
focusing on killing people.
we got Dave Roberts, aka Dave Robots, talking about Winback on N64, which I always liked the art style of that game, but never played it. You almost killed Sully right then. You very nearly crushed him under a rock.
Nate, you should be approaching excavation site 1.
The voice of Sully is someone famous. Or not.
They're all famous.
But, oh Jesus, I was just looking this up for the Destiny feature.
Like, I'm just gonna hang on this little. Oh, I can't do it from here. Wait, no, I can.
That's shoulder switching.
So that is not in all games either. I think so. So if you go back to Uncharted 1 now, you can do that, and you can also do the baseball throw of grenades. They haven't taught me how to use grenades at this point in the game yet, but I will show you how that works.
You will elucidate me on grenade lobbing technique.
Exactly.
Well,
Oh, here's
this
a
guy
guy.
is.
I'm just gonna punch him. I'm just gonna punch him a whole bunch.
Did you use melee much when playing through?
So do you remember, like in Uncharted 1, it was very
Combos.
combo based. It was like
Yeah.
dial combo. It was like a very PlayStation 2 mindset for that. In this one, you just kind of mash the button and you occasionally counter. But you who have not played Uncharted 3, Uncharted 3 is the one where they really emphasize hand-to-hand combat. It's very
Really?
different. You have like dodgers, and you can pick people up and throw them. You can use environmental objects to take them out.
Not bad.
So in this case, you still just use it as a sort of a last resort if someone is getting way too close to you.
Now, here's a question. For
Yes.
someone like me who would just want to play Uncharted 3, can I just skip the first two games entirely?
Yes, you can play them in any order you want. You have access to all three right away.
You ready for this?
I may just
Let's
do
do
that.
it.
Because, I mean, if this is hard copy,
So here they're trying to emphasize stealth, right? So that's why this man over here has been programmed to look away as I enter the scene. And oh man, I just never like the neck snap. I just don't. It's just it's harsh. It's harsh. You can just
are these
start
guys
shooting.
terrorists, though?
It's sort of.
Or they're just mercenaries?
They're mercenaries. It's like an evil army, basically. try and
This
grab
guy
this
is
guy from the
very
side. Oh,
oblivious.
come over here.
Got him in the shins.
I have no peripheral vision. My
That
life
cone.
is doomed.
That sweet, sweet cone.
Wait, if I fire a shot, that's going to start. It's going to start some
A
shit.
ruckus.
So this is also one of the fun things I like about this is you can choose when to actually, engage in a really big fight. You can see how stealthy we can be from now on, but
Duke wants you to Fulton somebody.
I can do
if
that.
only that was an option. And Venturian7 wants to know, what podcasts are you on? I mean, I can name one.
You should go ahead and name it. Just name it.
Radio Radar Plus.
Radio Radar Plus.
The weekly podcast for GamesRadar.com. We talk about a whole bunch of things. It's a good old time. Would you say it's a good old time?
I would say it's a good old time. Sometimes it's a good new time as well.
That's when we really push.
I don't want it to seem dated. Okay, so we have to activate some C4 charges.
I remember having to redo this section a bunch, and I think it's because I would always get shot at when I was near the barrels, and then they would explode, and I'd be sad. But maybe I was just bad at the game at this point in time.
I mean, it's kind of strange to go back from, because I've been playing 3 a lot. The shooting in 3 feels very different from the shooting in 2.
Does it feel, is the impact better?
Yeah, it feels more impactful. The guns are certainly louder, you'll notice that. And it just feels like the bullets go exactly where you aim, whereas the recoil and stuff is still pretty, you need to take that into account. I don't know why I started using the pistol there. No. This guy is coming close. What is he doing?
He's got that shoddy special delivery.
You can also pick up grenades and throw them back in 3, which is pretty neat.
Could you not always do that? I thought.
No, I don't think so.
Well,
There's
obviously you would know.
There's a timing mini game associated with it in 3.
You talking active reload type stuff?
Sort of, yeah. 3 is it's just a really interesting game. It's like I feel like it cracks under pressure for having to follow up this game, which is really. The shooting isn't that good, but it's so well paced. Like there's always, and it feels so continuous. Like the story doesn't feel fragmented at all.
I remember, you guys saying that was the problem with 3. It's like set piece.
Yeah.
Another set piece.
3 feels like
How
they
did
had
these-
the set pieces, and then they're like, okay, the story that connects them is this, and the story is kind of similar to the story of Uncharted 2.
That dude, this is indeed Uncharted 2, and Helgan, you silly troll.
Boop, 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 boop.
I don't remember the
C4.
tank section. Do you?
I do remember the tank section.
Well, what
fresh
what the heck was that?
That was a scene where you're like running through a Himalayan village. You see it
Oh,
like when
right.
it's all calm and peaceful, and then you see it practically destroyed when the bad guys
And you're
come
like,
in.
whoops.
And it's this scene where you're basically rushing from one end of the village to the other, shooting guys while a tank is chasing you, and you have to collect RPGs to fire shots into the tank, but you only get one at a time, so you're sort of pecking away at the health of the tank as this gigantic battle goes on. A lot of people die repeatedly because it's kind of directed in a way, like you have to hit your marks as an actor in the scene, essentially, and if you fail to read the game properly, then you just keep dying over and over.
That is never a fun time.
It's really satisfying when you get it right, though, and like you just kind of have to let the game guide you. So to some degree, you have to not move the camera around so much, right? Like, because it's always pointing
You have to
roughly
let
where you need to go.
That makes
Where
sense.
was the lost C4? Was there? I can never find the lost one immediately.
You know what I think I did when playing this? I think I shot the C4 just to see if that could detonate it, and
Could
in
it?
fact did, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not about to ask you to do that here because
We've done so well.
we've
up until
done
now.
so darn well.
Because you can't get up here until Sully takes you up there.
I do remember that sweet, sweet hint, but I don't remember.
I don't want to use
how
the
that-
hint. I'm not going to use the hint.
You're a purist.
I don't want to use the hint. It's probably back here somewhere. So we got that one. And is there one on this side? No. I think Sully is getting really annoyed at this point. He's like, Nathan,
He's keeping it to himself.
why? We already went that way. Why are you running around like this? There might be one on this side, actually.
Ah,
There we go.
That's how they get you. It's like,
Trixie. Trixie.
Okay, that's all of them. Now
So this scene is almost over. We should leave it to the chat room to tell us where to go in Uncharted 2 next, because we can go anywhere you want.
I mean, Uncharted 2 is our oyster at this point. I do want to go to Shambhala, just so we can say Shambhala a bunch of times.
Come on, gorgeous, jump up.
So they're doing an Uncharted movie. If you had to pick one of the games
Sully.
to be made into a movie, would it be this one?
Uh,
Or would you want them to do like the same origin and then like follow up with a sequel based on this game?
I feel like it would be weird. It would probably have to be the first one, because it'd be weird to have Elena and Chloe and the villain whose name I can't remember all in the mix instead of just Nathan and Elena.
Right.
As in the first one. And they also had that gold-toothed guy who I'm just now remembering.
The gold tooth guy?
He was like the mercenary friend.
Oh, from
frenemy.
Flint. No, my gun!
I mean, he was about to point blank shoot him in the face.
Nathan would do the same.
Gotta love that ragdoll.
Punch, punch. Oh, see, now you gotta counter that.
Ah,
Follow up. This is the part of the game where they're trying to, like, listen, this is the tutorial for punching.
you're gonna enjoy it.
I never got that move, like, I'm gonna throw you over my head and now you're unconscious.
Also, if they were unconscious in water like that, they'd probably, just drown.
They'd just be drowning. Alright, punch this guy a couple of times. No,
Ooh,
that's good. That's good.
finish her off. Yeah, that guy's face down. He is breathing in a lot of water right now. His lungs are full to the brim. Ventern, thank you so much for subscribing to Radio Radar. Again, everybody, we are Games Radar Plus. We stream every
GamesRadar.com.
Yes, we stream every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
And this show is called Caught Up. It is about just some upcoming stuff in the gaming industry. If you want to feel like you are caught up with what's happening, here is where you would start, ideally. We're playing some Uncharted 2 Remastered, which is part of the Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection, which I still insist sounds like a cologne or something.
Which would probably sell decently well.
Mm-hmm.
Because I imagine,
Hold on a second.
Nathan's
You'd-
got a
you'd
good
wanna
aroma.
smell- Yeah, well, he smells like adventure. It's the smell of adventure, which I think smells like sweat and some rocks.
Some earth. Some,
Oh, this is the scene where they have to demonstrate that the villain is serious. He means it.
is this
He's not
where-
messing
Oh,
around.
I forgot about that guy with the scar. Good lord.
Man was caught stealing artifacts from site number 5.
This guy tried to steal something. His name is Lazarevich.
You would betray me for this?
No, please.
No, Zora, I can't explain.
These binoculars let you hear things from a very long distance.
I am surrounded by traitors and fools.
What do you say we really
I feel like killing your
ruin this
employees
guy's
is not a good way to run a profitable.
day? Do it.
Okay, so we blow stuff up to create a distraction.
Right.
Let out! Search the perimeter!
What's really interesting is like all these cutscenes, they're still video. It's still video to mask loading, but they've updated them to 1080p and 60 frames a second as well.
So this, what?
Which means that that's going to be a huge amount of storage space needed for all this video. And in fact, the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection is something like 45 gigabytes.
Holy smokes. That's
so they-
bigger than MGS5.
Yeah, but it's impressive that they fit all 3 games onto one disc. However, that does come at the loss of the behind-the-scenes videos. They're no longer.
Oh, that's
on
too
here.
bad. Those were.
But I think they're all on YouTube though. I think you should still be able to watch them.
Those were pretty. Those were a cool thing to include for no reason.
Yeah, I like seeing the actors in games like these, like because they're so front and center. Like they're such an important part of the game.
That mocap, that sweet,
Not paying us
the beads all over their face.
Exactly. And it's still kind of strange that even after all the time that has passed since Uncharted 2 came out and Uncharted 3, there still aren't that many games that say they're about story and are willing to invest to the same degree that these games are, because like they're well written, the characters are well realized. I mean, even if the stories are kind of pulpy in nature, like adventure serials, like Indiana Jones, they're still really well made. They don't,
Get your hands
You don't have to say this is good for a video game. I would say this is at least on par with, a film like Indiana Jones.
Yeah, they're very genuine with the characters. I
Yeah.
feel like that's what makes it.
Wait, I don't want to blow that up yet. Sully is helping me from the distance with his sniper rifle.
We got Z-Sync X calling you a liar, Letty, saying the cutscenes don't mask loading. You can actually skip them all.
Well, the loading is much faster now. They used to mask loading in the PS3 versions.
Ah,
That's why, but it's still
You should see
it's still video, I believe.
This looks an engine, but maybe I'm just being deceived by
all the way back
some
to the
next
1600s.
level video.
They did update all the character models as well.
Ah,
They are.
So Uncharted 1's Nathan
Worthy
is
pilgrims
slightly
granted
different
a
looking
golden
than he
passport.
used to in the PS3
Conquer
version.
obstacles on his
does
journey
it
to
pull
Shambhala.
a Final Fantasy HD problem where the face actually gets less expressive in the new version?
I would not say so, no.
It was
That's
with
good.
great
Although, I
skill
mean, I think they had less,
that
the
my
data
fellow
that they have
travelers
for
to their
facial
fate.
capture
A
between the
fate
games
decreed by the
becomes
dreadful
more and
cargo
more
we bore from
in
Shambhala.
depth. Like the level of facial animation on 3 alone is much better than 2, and that's much better than
Wait a
1.
minute.
So the data that they have to work with originally,
Sully, I don't
I
think
think
the
is
Chitamani stone is
somewhat
yours.
limited compared to
Listen
what
to
they have
this.
in 3, and especially what they have
Sooner
with something
endure
like The
wrath
Last of
Kublai
Us.
Khan himself than remove
I remember
the
one of
Chitamani
the
stone from that sacred
more
shrine.
granular and interesting pieces of the behind-the-scenes stuff was they spent like 3 minutes talking about lighting sources in cutscenes, and I was like, I've never thought about how much work
Yeah.
that takes.
Well, the funny thing is, like in Uncharted 3, you can really notice that there are like some scenes where you're playing in real time and it goes to a cutscene, and the lighting is totally different.
To Shambhala.
So it just changes something. Like that's a little
Because the
bothersome,
stone
I guess, but it was
is
the
still
same
there.
with the original games as well.
Can you
And I mean,
talk?
you get over it. It's not a big deal. It's just slightly inconsistent
In all this digging they've
because
done, have they
the
found
way
any
that the
bodies,
scene
any
is lit
remains at all?
in real time can be slightly different. Especially in 3. 3 has like very strong, very harsh lighting. Like
Desert light.
the lighting quality is much better in 3. Like 3 is actually a lot better looking than 2. It's not the same kind of leap from 1 to 2, but it's still a very significant jump.
We head to that
What's up,
mountain.
Genrick
What do you bring me from
Darkheart?
Marco's pals?
And apparently, I thought we were streaming 1080-60, but maybe we're not. Anthony,
Are we
can you
not?
confirm or deny?
Gonna have to give me a minute, Sully.
Dagor Bragolok is saying it's a 720p 60.
Well, that's convenient.
Maybe Twitch. Maybe the Twitch.
Well, make sure that you have a source selected in your Twitch player as the video quality.
Uncharted 4 cutscenes real time. So how about that Uncharted 4, Letty? Are you
I'm excited.
stoked?
I mean,
as
I'm a
all get
little
out?
suspicious of the darker tone that appears to be visible in the trailer so far, but that chase scene was really good from E3.
The
so-
one that is still not being shown in its entirety.
No, I think
correct?
it is out now. You can watch
Oh,
the whole
okay.
thing. So this is the baseball throw of the grenade. Like you hold L2 and you tap L1 to throw it directly at where you're aiming. You can do that in Uncharted 1 now as well.
Ah.
These men are being sacrificed for the tutorial gods.
They lived their whole lives.
Just waiting for this moment where the tutorial.
They stare at a grenade.
I mean, so it was worth it for them. It was worth it for them. Their life's purpose has been fulfilled. Saw that man in the back.
It looked like he got like stung by a bee,
Oh,
not
so-
shot with a bullet.
The sting of the. So this is what I wanted to come to this scene because this is a scene that combines story, which is like these guys are coming up on you, and you have to escape, and Sully's helping you. But you also have to move around to keep up with their movements, because they're going off to Sully as well.
Ah.
And it's teaching you how to use grenades, and you'll see sort of what the final lesson is, or the final test. That's coming up a little later in this scene.
Final exam of.
Final exam of whether or not you get grenades.
If you don't,
Okay.
you're going back.
Oh no!
Ah.
No, 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 no.
So we got that. We got crap. What are the other Nathanisms? Are there any even?
There's certainly a lot of grunting.
No,
I don't think, do you think this guy noticed me? He doesn't know where I am. So, that's it. Shave and a haircut, apparently that's a thing. That he
2
says.
bits. That dude, I hope you can enjoy these follicles. Yeah, Y Misa says Twitch is pushing at 720. Maybe that's just Twitch's problem. But we'll see what we can do. Folks at home, we want to show this game in its full glory. We want you to see what we see. Isn't that the point of streaming?
Yeah, it is indeed. That man just he started whipping out a grenade and he had to drop it because he was shot.
Pull it in wants to know, how's your dog doing, buddy?
She's doing well. She was a little wild today. I got videos from her.
A little riled up.
A little bit, yes. But we took her to the park and she enjoyed it.
Now,
this
is this
grenade.
early morning park action?
No, that was over the weekend.
Oh.
That's just like, that's the thing you have to do when you have a dog on the weekend. So you have to go to parks.
And you
That's
meet
it.
up with other dog owners.
Someone had a bunny at the park. The park which is known
that's-
for having dogs.
That's
So,
inappropriate.
Is that Sully?
That is, you're about to shoot Sully. So, Sully, look over there.
Oh, and I have a shotgun. That's a terrible choice. I need,
If I'm
I
not
need a
mistaken,
long-range weapon.
Dynasty 77, this is on normal.
Yes.
Hard is notoriously hard, right?
yeah, and crushing is pretty tough. And, you know, if you really want a challenge, there's something even worse than crushing
Uh-oh.
that you can unlock.
Nice.
All right, reinforcements are coming. Gotta help old Sully. So I like the Uncharted firefights that keep you moving, because you're such a mobile character. You have to, you know, just keep jumping around.
How does Nathan have all that stamina? Gosh darn it. Is he a long distance runner? Yeah, that
still-
guy definitely. You clipped him in the head, I'd say
I
3
shot him
times.
in the ear, I think. The ear. I'm just gonna use a grenade. That's easier.
He
Watch
should
them
be
splatter.
dead.
There we go.
Ooh, dynamite. A dynamite! Is it infinite spawn right now? No, I don't think so. Right?
No.
That would be too much.
Yeah. It works.
It's like a field goal.
It
kick
works. It works.
Off a bridge.
Score. Oh, see?
Uh-oh.
Here's the grenade lesson. Let me just take this guy out. Now we gotta aim, because we've been taught how to use
That
grenade
arc,
aiming.
that sweet arc.
Boom.
Got him. So if you hadn't tossed a grenade in there,
And would you know
Sully
it
eventually
created
die?
a piece of environmental traversal?
You're talking Levolution right now?
I'm
Is
talking
that-
Levolution.
seeing
That's what
some
happened.
Levolution.
Oh dear, this is not good.
Uh,
Leave me alone!
Oh, why Misa informing us? It is a Twitch thing, Anthony. We have done no wrong. We've committed no crime.
It is a Twitch thing.
You have to be a full screen if you want to see that 1080-60. It's the price one pays.
See, so this is why I love this whole scene, is because there was a story beat, there was a pretty interesting combat design, enemies coming from different points that made me move around, and I had to protect Sully, who is part of the story, so I have reason to do that. And it ends with, you know, the test of whether or not you've gotten your grenade tutorial underhand. And that created an explosion, that's a climax to the scene, and then the shooting is over. So that's like a little microcosm of why Uncharted works, I think, for the most part.
I guess I never thought about the breather moments in between all the...
Yeah, you need to have them. Like I think this game is one of the best breather moments in any game, and that's like your trip to the little village in the Himalayas. So that's like, we should probably move to a different scene at this point.
You've seen enough of Borneo? You're
I've
sick
seen enough
of it?
of Borneo. I mean, there's some puzzle solving at this point. There's like we're gonna go into a tomb.
Oh, Laura
Well,
Croft done it.
we can leave on this lovely view right here,
Now this is very Uncharted 4, in my opinion. in
like this
terms
kind of environment.
Yeah, very lush, tropical jungle.
And we can even jump into different Uncharted games, but I think like 2 is the one that we care the most about being preserved well. But as you can see, they did a really good job of updating it. So I'm just going to jump out to...
And
the
let us
menu.
know in the chat if you want to see a particular area, how it got updated. And we will dip in there, as long as it's from 1 and 2. Or even 3.
Here's a cool thing that I was talking about earlier. If you hit R1, you can just jump straight into the other remastered games
Oh,
from this one. It's pretty
nice.
cool. So let's see, what chapters? What's a good one? I think people like Desperate Times a lot.
That's with the rooftop?
Rooftop and helicopter happens at that point.
I'm down.
You cool with that one?
I'm down with
That's
some
also like a
Desperate
really
Times.
well staged level. It's a little more challenging than the one we just did. This is the...
It's odd that it asks to... Well, no, I guess for
It's like
when
they just
you
like keep your
continue.
progress separate. Something with Elena. We can do that next.
Mm.
Also, note how quick the loading times are compared to the original game. So, like, I think everyone is familiar with the spinning, like the coin or the dagger, but it's much sped up now.
Have you heard about how much that replica goes for now? The one that, the dagger that came with the, I believe it was a collector's edition that only got sent out to like contest winners and press, and it's like upwards of $2,000. I
Really?
want to say, and it's just a plastic version of that dagger, but it's pretty awesome. I've held one before. It was great.
You could have had it.
I could have absconded with it.
There we go. Skip that just real quick. Someone just. I feel like that was.
Yeah, I think that was probably from
fighter.
the cutscene. Like they took him, shot him, and then they.
Oh no, I think that they were resistance fighters. So we're trying to get.
And it looks like that guy's like.
This man is waiting to be killed. That's what we call these guys in stealth games. The ones who have their backs turned permanently.
Ooh.
That man is now dead. Because he fell from such a great height. Wait, I feel like Chloe just started some chaos, and I wasn't ready for it.
She's very rambunctious like that.
Alright, well, I guess we can start.
Grenada! I remember, I think it was Medal of Honor was the game when I first learned what enemies say in shooters. Like, Grenada!
So,
Schnell!
so hurry and grenade. There's a grenade. Oh god, there's a grenade. Wait, no, I threw away my RPG. I don't want that. I still want that. Oh, do you remember this thing? This is something that was added.
Ooh, the toss and explode. That's recently in Mad Max, which I have used quite often.
But isn't that precious fuel that you're shooting away?
It's true. It's true.
In Mad Max. I'm not
It's
really
very
sure which
wasteful,
side,
actually.
which side I want to go through. Let's go. I'm racked with indecision.
This is everything rides on this. You are shooting up those statues.
Rolling. Ooh, this is a good one.
Keep rolling. Whoa, that guy stuck to that cover real fast. Like a
He knew what was coming.
he's like a Jedi Phantom Menace style. Just zip.
I feel like I still had one more shot in the RPG. I should probably not have used that yet, or threw it away. So I'm gonna do the old rolling
Pick up
out,
and-
run back to cover.
This is like in Halo when you could juggle your weapons across the map.
That was overkill, but it was fun.
My
Oh,
body's
hello.
been vaporized.
See that guy? That guy just like slid in.
Yeah,
there.
that was pretty. It was a nice move. And let's not spoil any story stuff in the chat. S'il vous plaît. That's French for if you please. But don't worry, our sweet, sweet mods, Ashley and D Robots, will be on that. On that, like, white
I feel like
on
I've played
rice.
this game too many times, so like I'm just like waiting for this truck to show up. Drop some grenades in there.
Now, how many times did you play the original Uncharted? Just the once?
Uncharted 2 I played a whole bunch, probably 3 or 4 times.
Really? Why
Uncharted
is
1
that?
not so much. Uncharted 3 I think I only played once. So revisiting it has been pretty interesting.
Did you replay it for just the pure enjoyment of it, or as like an examination of how it got so much right?
I think 2 I just replayed because I really enjoy the story, and I think overall the game is just like so hard to put down. Like the pacing is just
It's quite good.
excellent. Did I get that guy? No, he's still there.
That shield is very resilient.
I want that shield. That's why I want it now. Oh, was there an RPG over there? I think I just saw a flicker of. It's like, oh, just so many
Teasing
guns.
us.
I don't know which one to pick up.
Oh boy.
Oh, who's this guy?
Who's this old boy?
All right. All right. Go.
So Dynasty 77 saying they should have included Golden Abyss. We actually just wrote a news story about why it is not in the collection.
Well, I mean, so the explanation is that it's the arc of these 3 games about Nathan Drake are sort of somewhat connected, and it rolls into Uncharted 4, whereas Golden Abyss is a prequel, and they don't feel like it fits in sort of roughly in the same story texture.
So it's like an Arkham Origins situation.
Sure, but I think it's just because the amount of work necessary to get that game up and running and looking to a similar fidelity as these is it's a lot more work because it's a Vita game.
It'd be like
I mean, it looks good for a
redoing
Vita
the-
game, but I mean, for them to remaster 3 games is already quite a lot of work, I think, especially given the level of remastering going on here. It's not just like compared to the God of War 3 remaster. There's a lot more work in this, I think. A lot of the assets have been updated, the character models have been updated, the lighting is updated. Some of the features from future games came into the previous ones. Although not to the point where it's like Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, where there are features that you would never
Fully,
use.
yeah.
You know, you would definitely use the stuff that they added here, and the aiming feels relatively consistent between games.
From here.
Yeah, I
Alright.
wonder how much that changes
Very
between the
resourceful.
originals. Because, like, you'd think they would just take the same code and
Right.
port it over wholesale. Up.
All right, I'm in.
All right, grab this and take cover immediately.
Uh-oh. We got riot squads.
Ah,
Chloe is really nonchalant about this man with a shotgun and body armor.
go open with a grenade, like taking down the energy shield in Halo before you follow up with the rest.
Oh, and speaking of Halo, it seems like the reason they don't have Golden Abyss is a very Master Chief Collection argument also of like,
Yeah.
this is the core. We don't want to get that other
We
stuff
just wanted to
mixed
tell the
in.
core story. We didn't want anything to detract.
Oh, little sexual tension.
I would not have used the elevator in a building that is in that state. I feel like that was just a poor decision to begin with.
Their lazy bones. Wait, I want to go up
It's
too.
no good. I'm gonna have to fix the power to get you out. You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I wish I'd brought something to read.
Chloe's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like Chloe a lot, and you can't beat that Claudia
Looks like
Black.
the circuit breaker's
You
on the
just
top floor. Just
Any
sit tight,
reason
I'll
they didn't
take care of
include multiplayer? I think it's mainly because more work for porting, and I don't know if they were convinced that there would be a
Power's
large
out
enough
and the girl's
audience.
trapped.
Yeah,
It still
usually
plays.
God, if there's
those
a zombie
kinds
around the
of
next corner.
like HD remaster multiplayer environments don't typically last too long. It's like 2 months after the
Yeah,
game
I mean,
comes out, and then
I
it
think
just
it's like
falls
purely
off.
just that was.
Holy.
We're fine. We're all fine here. We're fine. How are you?
Now, do you like to do the Prince of Persia thing where, yeah, you just imagine doing that in real life. Your hands would just be so tired.
They don't make these things like they used to. If this game was realistic, he would just constantly get to the point where there are no additional grips available, and he's just stuck.
Yeah, it's like, well, I either need a helicopter or I'm going home.
Precious waste of bullets there, but let's just keep going.
Now, what is your favorite Naughty Dog game of all time?
Ooh, that is. You know what? I'm gonna go with Lost of Us.
Okay.
I think that is by far their best game.
Can
It's
I-
not as like immediately fun as these games, but I feel like they're the most coherent and well designed.
Certainly not at the beginning in terms of events of the story.
See, now this is awkward because like these people aren't seeing this gun sticking up on the side of them. Hey, do you know why
It's
there's
a
this
metal
gun here?
bird on
is
the
there, is there like a
windowsill.
gun stuck here? I'm just gonna.
Whoa! And you'd think you'd like run away, not just lean
What's?
aside.
Oh, it's a grenade. No, I think there's another man in here. There's definitely another man in here. So I'm just gonna.
Girl Draco, that's a lie. Sly Cooper is the Sucker Punch people.
Right. Although Sly Cooper is awesome too.
It is. I'm gonna go with, if I could, Crash Bandicoot 3 as my favorite Naughty Dog game. of all
Really?
time.
Why 3?
I like
Where's this guy? Oh, he's to my. Oh, never mind.
I like the amount of secrets and the level themes in 3 the best, I believe.
Ah,
And you got the tiger levels, which are just primo.
I honestly do not remember them.
Um,
I do know that Crash Bandicoot is surprisingly more difficult than you remember when you play it again.
It's funny. I think it's revered in Japan because it was like that's the kind of Japanese difficulty that
Oh wait, I think
is
so.
a stereotype.
So here's a cool moment where you can either go through here on the left and into the gunfight, or you can go and
talking
get the upper
branches
hand,
right
the
now?
literal
Oh
upper
my
hand.
gosh! Unless this guy suddenly knows exactly where you are and is running.
Oh,
to
that
you.
is a problem with Uncharted. I think that they use telepathy to communicate with each other. Oh, this man survived. He's a lucky survivor. Oh man, I keep missing.
that
Wow,
was a good death animation.
He was like, wee!
He's doing a Michael Jackson like spin, and you just happen to shoot him in the head at that very.
I had to stop him. He was possessed by an evil spirit. We had to put him down.
By the Holy Ghost. Uh-oh.
It's okay. I'll shoot the propane tank
My
behind you,
kneecaps.
maybe. There we go. It took some time. No, I don't have cover right now. The amount of damage that you suffer from shots when you're not in cover is tremendous.
Is ridiculous, I want to say.
Okay, I'm too panicked to line up a headshot.
This music is very calm for what is actually happening in this.
Because of the locale that we're in. So I think you go up here and then you go up higher. But we can take in the view. It's a
I mean,
nice-
that is looking mighty fine.
It is.
That looks way
that
better than I
1080p.
remember.
Was that worth it? Because
Whoopsie!
I lulled you into a false sense of security there, and then
He pulled the rug out
Yeah.
right from under.
that's how you do it. I think there's a guy over here.
You got this down pat. You got it all mapped out.
Reloading, jumping, all in one go.
Now, what do you think of the jumping in, or the platforming, I should say, in Uncharted? Like,
I
sometimes
think the biggest problem is like some of the stuff is just too, like it's just too highlighted. It's just too obvious where you have to go sometimes. And they get a
Assassin's
lot
Creed
better about
style.
that in Uncharted 3. A lot better.
I gotta play Uncharted.
Yeah, like
gotta
there are
play it
moments,
on
there are actual moments in Uncharted 3 where number one, you're solving a real puzzle because the puzzles in 1 and 2 are like, let me look at my notebook. This thing reminds me of the thing in my notebook. Notebook says, move this thing here. Okay, I'll do that. Puzzle solved. 3 has some pretty cool puzzles, and 3 also, there are moments where you're like, where should I go? And then you maybe spend a minute or two trying to figure it out, whereas this
Taking
it's
the
like,
sights.
here, 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 here. You know exactly. Like I said, you're an actor. You know exactly when to hit your mark. Now we need to go up.
She goes.
Oh, I think you're liking this a bit too much.
Oh, if you stand under the ladder, there's a special animation as well.
Whoa, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Secrets.
That was somebody's like Tuesday and Wednesday was making that animation.
The Tuesday and Wednesday for like a solid month. Every Tuesday and Wednesday.
I would like to be there. Well, actually, no, I wouldn't because the
This-
journey up. would
Remember,
be-
just remember the war-torn countryside around the beautiful pool.
But it all melts
Like-
away once you're, stepping foot in there.
So I think there's an achievement associated or a trophy associated with this moment.
Hey, check it out.
Swim
Marco.
laps.
Come on. Marco.
She's so begrudging about saying polo. And the storyline is actually about what Marco Polo got up to. So, perfect. That is a cool little moment.
Who has the better wet clothing technology, Tomb Raider or Uncharted?
The jury's going to be out until the new Tomb Raider comes out.
All right,
Just
fair
to be
enough.
fair.
And maybe Dead or Alive could also
Yeah,
fit in that.
that's usually how it goes.
But
Now,
should
those
it?
tiles seem very
Right, that's
conveniently.
convenient.
What's the word I'm looking for?
Well,
The
here we
inverse
are.
of
All right.
indent.
So a helicopter shows up. That's the gist
Come
of
on,
this.
Nate, let's get moving.
And
Let's
then
get some
you
more
zip
gameplay.
line it up.
Let's get some more
Hello.
gameplay.
Now that would, I feel like the sparks would probably tear up your hands, regardless, because that pistol is pretty
Damn it.
compact.
How the hell do we get across?
Here we go.
God, be careful.
Here we go.
I almost
Oh
wanna
no!
say- Ah!
Well, you missed.
You had one shot, and you blew it.
Ah.
Now, what is your feeling about set pieces like this, where you die and then the kind of all the tension goes away?
Right, so the tension does go away. That's the problem. I think that's just an issue with like knowing what to give the player and when to challenge them. You know what? You know what? This issue comes up a lot is when it's like the climax of a game, and it's like you're just about to succeed and you die, and it's like, you know,
Deflates the
Like at
whole
some point,
moment.
at some point, I think you should trick the player a little bit and like making him think that they're just about to lose, like create that moment, and then let them win.
Something. Oh gosh, something.
It
did
depends on
that
the kind of
recently
game,
that-
though. You know, like you don't want to make it too easy.
But sometimes you do. Like it'd be
Yeah, it
worth
depends
it
on-
to
depends on
feel
what you're-
like that took no effort if
Yeah.
it made for a good moment.
Like if you want to create a certain kind of drama in the game, then you can't make it too difficult or too easy. I mean, it's tough.
Those
I'm glad it's not my problem.
yeah. Yeah, and I wonder what it's like to play test these set pieces when you've seen it like 40 times and you can no longer be excited by what's
Yeah,
happening.
exactly.
That's got to be tricky. My face. This guy is. You just dislocated his shoulder with that shotgun.
I think I dislocated his entire
His
life.
everything.
His entire being was
skeletal
dislocated.
structure.
I feel like grenades are pretty unnecessary at this point, but let's just go with it. I mean,
That guy touched the dang
everything-
ceiling.
Everything is blowing up. Let's take the elevator now. Going down.
There are a lot of computers and printers in this building.
I know. They're about to be collateral damage. Ah!
Holy smokes.
We're all fine. We're fine here. So this is just like technologically important. This is when they were showing off the fact that they could create action on moving objects. This is the precursor to the train later on in the game. But as you'll notice, everything starts sliding around. The lighting goes crazy. You can still take cover behind most of these objects. Maybe not this one. Oh,
Are
I
you getting
died.
crushed
I died.
right now?
I
think
got
you-
squished.
Yeah. Well, that's a good and bad side effect of having the.
Oh, that computer
tilt
monitor
physics.
just got turned into a projectile. All right. Anyone else? Oh, we're getting back to being blown up. Look at all like the smoke effects and the lights dancing. And
Yeah, it's
I love this scene.
pretty darn.
And the fact that they introduce enemies, like you don't just stand around, like and wait for the scene to play out. Like they fire again,
They keep you busy.
and then like more enemies pour into the room. So now it's like you have to concentrate while all this.
If I was that
Stuff is
guy,
going
I would
on.
be like, I'll just let the helicopter rockets do their thing.
Ah.
Wow, I don't remember this being this impressive.
Oops! I had to press jump. That's the
That's
key
one of those.
in surviving that scene. But now you get to see it again. You get to see it again.
I want to see you get more computer monitor kills. Because that would hurt real bad.
Right.
One of those big old monitors.
And you've got like the light pouring in
you
from the
with that.
outside, creating shadows.
And that draw distance is
I know, it's
wild.
so good.
What happens if you look behind you right now?
I
Like,
don't
what
want
is
to.
sliding?
Oh, a big. Really? You're gonna punch me?
Superman
You're gonna start
punch.
a fist fight while the entire floor is collapsing? What is wrong with you? And gotta jump.
I like how Nathan's telling himself to jump
Yeah.
and then
Let's just keep repeating the scene over and over.
just
like,
relive
the
like
entire scene,
Groundhog Day
because we
style.
really appreciate what's going on in the scene.
This is what the developers would have wanted. This is why they work so hard.
Right.
They should do. Now, if I may be so bold, my
No, what-
favorite scene in Inception is the hotel firefight or fist
Oh yeah.
fight.
Yeah, it's really fun.
They could totally do that with this engine, with these.
They
fists.
could.
That would be something else.
How is that guy surviving everything? That's one tough guy. I'm just gonna jump. Forget that guy.
Oh yeah! That would be. I'd have to take a moment after that.
We were almost in that.
Like I couldn't just start. I couldn't keep moving. I'd be
Right.
like, I'm alive.
Right, so now there's like a nice quiet moment.
Uh-oh, rubber ducky getting salty. Yeah, a lot of people don't understand how difficult it is to talk and play a game at the same time.
Is this someone who is saying you suck? Is that what's
He's a
happening?
hater. He's a hater.
Oh, well, I mean,
You're gonna have him. You're gonna have him.
what,
Haters
we're
gonna
getting
hate.
paid to do this, so it's not really, it's not going to bother me if I'm not that great.
That's a good way
I
of looking
mean,
at it. Actually.
that really means nothing to me. But we should jump to a different scene, I think. Let's try.
Will you take us to a wintry setting?
All right, let's get
'Cause
cold.
we've gotten some heat.
Right.
Let's chill.
Let's some urban
chill out.
environments.
Oh my. Oh wait, we do have to see Elena.
All right, so I think she's. Oh, I got it.
You
I
got
you.
just the thing.
I've got just the thing. Let's see. I don't want to do Siege or Cat and Mouse. Convoy.
Oh
This is a good one.
my gosh.
Are you ready?
I am. I don't recall this mission. I feel bad for the camera guy who doesn't he gets it real good.
Yeah, he does. He's used to illustrate a point, which is the worst fate that one can suffer. This is the one where you're driving. See, now it's loading because I skipped the scene too soon.
Ah. So,
So,
I think that
mhm.
settles
Ah.
that.
Oh, never mind.
Give
I'll
me the
grab
gun,
that guy.
please.
I need a gun, please.
I'll give it right back. But first I'll give you the bullets.
Wait, they're moving. Need some angle on that. Some wild driving happening. Oh, see when it's on fire? That's bad. Did you know that?
Hoo!
Got a superior gun. Feel good about
You
it.
can't shoot out tires here, correct?
I don't know.
That would derail the whole thing.
So Elena is in one of these vehicles somewhere else. Like you kind of have to keep an eye on her. See,
Also-
no, this is not going my way.
Whee! It's awfully kind of the drivers to continue driving, even when all their friends are dead,
Right. Bye.
and they have no reason to continue
Ah.
with the convoy. Although I guess the scarred dude will totally murder them if they disobey his orders. So
All right, he's a tough boss.
he is.
I really need to go for this. Oh. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish this before I explode. Oh man, I waited too long.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah,
guy.
like it was on fire, so you have to start moving almost immediately. But
What's up, puppy box? I feel like it's been a hot minute since you've been in the stream. What is up?
all right, let's take that guy out. Rude.
Whee! Now that would be really scary when it has no sides on the back.
Bye.
You could just slip right off.
I know. This is actually, it's really amazing to me that this scene is sort of pretty easy to read and like you can figure out where you need to go based on like my vehicle's on fire, so it's time to go, you know? Like it should feel way more chaotic than it really is. It should feel Knuckles chaotic.
Now that's chaotic.
Yes. Okay,
You know, I've always wanted to play that game.
we're still alive. That's good.
Yeah, you'd think you'd be dying non-stop in this scene just by like trying to jump between trucks and then.
Oh, I think I need to jump down now.
Whee!
Bye.
Got him. You gotta have
And now for
turrets.
some catharsis, which is just infinite grenades.
Now here's, as a driver, I would just say, I'm gonna
Oops.
tap the brakes. Oh God. Okay.
Okay, I'm working on it. Just give me a second. There's kind of a lot going on right now. And that guy,
Ooh, nice. That was a
this
2 for 1.
guy,
A 2 for
this one. How are we doing? This is a really protracted pull there. I feel bad for that person.
Ooh, that was like the Hellboy, the car flip.
And nice
That guy
try. Oh, there
was like,
goes
get
another one.
out of my way!
Ah, I was
Oh.
using that. Okay. So you know that was some
That
fun
was next
action
level.
gaming. there.
That was next level. I feel like Far Cry 4 ripped this off. Did they not?
I don't remember that in Far Cry 4.
Elena's pretty good on the
Ah.
reaction. I would be crapping my pants in that moment.
No way they survived that. Let's go.
These people who continuously survive everything we throw at them
And how
are
much
probably
effort would it take to just hop out of the truck, peek over the edge?
the luckiest
and then just-
people on Earth are probably dead this time. See,
here
here's your calm
They need a
moment.
moment.
Yeah,
They
they
need
need
a
you, we need a moment.
Yeah,
You
a
could say
breather.
that. So now what?
Also, Elena's voice actress totally looks like her.
Emily Rose.
Yeah.
And she's on that show, right? Haven, I think it's called.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, TV
I
show.
did not know.
What else?
And of course, Nolan North is now the Ghost in Destiny.
Which I'm a fan of.
Yeah, I enjoy him as well.
You know what's weird too? I've seen Nolan Droid, but I've not seen Nolan Bot, which is obviously the best
No.
name to.
No, Null Android. It's too perfect. You can't change that.
It doesn't roll
Like
off. the tongue.
Dinklebot is just like Dinkle Droid doesn't look the same.
No,
way,
no.
right? So
God, no.
you give
Android
give
is
the
a
man his
registered
bot.
trademark
Give the man
of,
his bot.
Is this post cameraman death? It must.
This is post cameraman death. Yes.
He's long forgotten. He's long dead. Puppybox, thank you so much for watching those Mario Maker videos. They were a lot of fun to make. We could probably do more installments of those if people want to see them, because levels are constantly coming out and being added, and they're going to be good ones. So, who knows? Who knows?
Almost there. You got it?
So where should we go from here? Because I don't want to go to the ending of the game, because I'm sure there are some people who have not played the game to completion.
Let's kick some Uncharted 1 if we could.
All right, Uncharted 1, you got it.
It's nice of the snow to say, please grab these rocks here.
Right.
Although, you know what, physically that makes sense. So I should not be so smarmy. Oh wait, I was just like, what the F are you doing?
That's Uncharted, the short version. So I'm going to quit the main menu.
Imagine being the soldier who sees the guy you're looking for. Just go, yeah.
All right,
Save me a lot of work.
let's see. So like I said, you can just hit R1 title menu, jump back in time to the year 2007.
Ooh, see you again, Rick
2007?
Darkheart. That's a. What were you doing in 2007? Where were you? Oh God, I was in high school. That makes me sick to my stomach.
I'm sorry to hear that. Let's see.
Wait, no, that's not possible. Anywho. Sorry, I was a sophomore in college. There we go. Not the jet ski level, as
Not
you
the
say.
customs house. Trapped is the worst chapter in Uncharted history.
I don't remember much about Uncharted. I remember being mad that I was. Oh, this is a great one, actually.
The Fortress, yeah, I like the Fortress as well.
Um,
Anthony, can we do we change the game title? Can we do that?
it would
Or is
still
it-
be the
oh, it's still
Nathan
the-
Drake collection, right?
Oh, okay.
The
All right.
Natty Drax.
Because we're moving to Uncharted 1, so you can see what that looks like, starting that chapter. The shooting is going to feel weird in this now.
You're gonna be like, I can't.
How do I get a headshot? How
Is
do
it
I
more
headshot?
auto aiming?
No.
Like Snap 2?
No, I don't think so.
Woo! I remember that Vista.
Yeah, so I mean, it still looks really good.
But
Not on the level of Uncharted 2.
Yeah, which is funny because
Like this one to me looks more cartoonish than any of the other ones, just because of the color palette. But I mean, I don't know if we can get like a
saturated.
good close-up of the Nathan Drake model, but he looks slightly different in this one because they updated it. So there's a little more consistency between.
his hair looks better.
Stop looking away. We're trying to.
He's like a
we're trying
bird.
to admire your handsome face.
He's like a bird. Is
I
it doing
can't
that
get the-
thing in
so-
Destiny where
so it has
it
depth
keeps
of
fading
field.
out as soon as you
Yeah,
want
so
to
like
look at the...
I want the camera to focus on him.
Ooh. Anybody? Anybody want a gun?
Who's watching me?
I always feel alone. Whoa, we got Armored Core talk in the mix.
Really, where did that come from?
I don't know. Again, very kind of the architects to, or very kind of nature to erode the wall in such a way.
That's how you know video game designers are. They're basically God. They create and sculpt the environment for their protagonists, so that you can succeed one day.
Have you been rock climbing, Letty?
I have not, no.
I gotta say, I mean, a lot of people love it.
Does it go
but
this quickly?
Definitely not. You cannot jump between handholds like that and live. But it kills my fingers. I don't know how, Nathan Drake, Sam Fisher.
His hands
Solid
must
Snake.
be like they must feel like sandpaper. Like when Elena holds his hand, she's like, "Ugh,
Ow!
it feels like I'm holding hands with the Thing from Fantastic Four."
Which, by the way, I heard is a god awful movie.
Yeah, apparently.
Actually,
It looked
the
terrible
original
from the
was
trailer.
awful too.
Well,
But here's the thing: Michael B. Jordan is the man, and he can do no
you would
wrong.
think
in
that's
my-
enough.
Yeah, but I guess
To
not.
get you a good
Even Michael B. Jordan can be undermined.
Oh, you can't be serious.
Now,
Wasn't I just out here? It's like one of the best lines.
that sweet, sweet vine. Very resilient vine too. Like it can't snap, right? If you
Right.
keep swinging.
Now, so this mechanic, they had it tied to a grappling hook in Tomb Raider Anniversary. I don't know if you ever played that, but
I dabble.
by the end of I pressed the wrong button. Okay, this falls under one of my pet peeves, and that is sometimes you press the circle button to drop down to a ledge that's below you. Sometimes you press X to jump. And in that case, it wasn't really clear which one. So yes, I am blaming the video game.
Those context-sensitive.
Right? So like this one, no jumping, dropping. That one is jumping. This one is jump, not drop.
That is
see, like,
a bit misleading.
But whatever. Like, did you know how the restart times have always been instant in these, which is great. They got that from day one. No
From
loading
day.
times when you die and try again.
Whee.
Zigzag up this cliff.
Yeah, I would love to see a rock climber scale this height with this kind of speed, because that would be darn impressive.
Here we go. How much time do we have left?
We got about half an hour because we stream every Monday from 3:30 to 5 Pacific. So be sure to tune back in. Give us a follow if you're having a good time watching us. We have a good time.
And if you're just joining
entertaining
us, this show is Caught Up, where we just, play relatively new or upcoming stuff
you. Uh-oh.
that's about to come out.
Ooh, you.
I got him. Ooh, I got a trophy. I didn't have that one yet.
Is there such a thing as like trophy score, like an
There's-
equivalent?
There's a level, right? Isn't there?
There is. Does that do anything?
Like to enrich your life somehow? No.
In the grand scheme of things, it does not.
I'm like playing it pretty dangerously here.
You are.
I really need to give myself a breather. Okay, it's gonna be okay over here.
I wonder what the first game. What was the first game to do the color fading out? Was it Modern Warfare?
Oh, I ran out of ammo.
Maybe you folks in the chat know.
Jumping over here. So, do you remember the baseball throw of the grenade? I think.
I do,
So I don't believe that was present in the first game, but now.
but now.
Bye. Oh. That didn't get
Oh,
him.
he was a very. He had the right idea, I guess.
By the way, never forget about blind fire in Uncharted because it can save your life many times. There's a guy up here. Who's shooting at me?
Now, I'm going to take you back, if I could, Letty, to before Uncharted 1 was coming out. There was an ad, I think it was a TV spot, that I really loved, and for me, still summarizes Nathan Drake's character, of when he's sneaking up to a camp, and his radio starts like buzzing, and he just says, "It's for you," and throws it at the first guy, and then shoots him in the face. And I can't find that in high quality anywhere, and I'm really upset about
It
it.
was like a TV.
Yeah, I think it was like a
Insert?
30-second spot that
Oh.
ran on
I
television.
don't think I ever saw that.
It was, maybe I can dig up I remember looking for it, wanting, the pristine official upload version, and not finding it.
Oh, and remember, you got to practice your rolling and picking up at the same time. That's a key Uncharted skill. So they added some extra lighting effects to Uncharted 1.
God
Like
lighting,
it's,
as they call it.
Well, it's like a ambient occlusion, I
Ooh.
believe is the technical term.
for atheists, you know.
Oh, and this is like,
God-lighting
I'm just trying to pick up this particular ammo. There it is. Don't go that way.
I remember getting a little lost in this section, but it was
it's
also
so-
because
it's so
I was
scenic.
taking it all in.
Yeah, you've got to take it all in.
Do you think
that's
there's
perfect.
someone in, you know, each sound studio that plays the flute that does the like whenever you have a quiet moment? That's just their thing.
I hope so. I hope so. I want that to be a full-time job.
Flute Twitterer.
You got ammo. Alright. It's time to move on.
Already?
I do think we have to go up and then over the other side, if I remember correctly. I've been marathoning these games, so they're all starting to blend
They
together.
all, yeah. Which, would you recommend players do that when they're playing? Especially if it's their first time playing Uncharted?
I don't know. I feel like it's worth it. I mean, they're pretty engaging throughout, but it does start to feel a little intense because it's just like nothing but nail-biting last-minute escapes over and over.
It wears on the...
And it does add up to a lot of
nerves.
hours. Like I think if you played all three, it's like close to. It's probably at least 20 hours.
This is quite a long time. And that's no open world bullshiz, like collect the little...
Yeah, I'm always impressed by how long these games are, especially 2. 2 is quite long.
Whee!
All right.
That guy's wearing sandals to a gunfight.
Never a good idea. I think there's an emplaced gun over there that I need to be careful of. The range on this gun is not great. That's there. Let's take out this guy. Oh, I don't have any grenades. That's not good.
Ooh. That is
puts
and
me in
it
a
doesn't refill when
pickle.
you die, correct?
That's correct. I'm gonna take this guy out.
Man, Ragdoll is so smart. Like, it just adds so much value to fights like this, in my opinion.
Yeah, there was a time where you didn't have that. And the enemies would just have to, like, they would either have to have custom
They
animations.
do, like a Soldier of Fortune.
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, American Pride 1776? It's a very, very patriotic.
Oh, no. Press circle one too many times. I'm dead. This is not going to go well. It's over. It's over.
You got this,
It's
you got
over.
this.
No,
Oh.
it's over. I knew it. They got too close to me. They got too close.
Flew too close to the sun.
The son of the shotgun manufacturer. Alright. None of that. None of that anymore.
He got gunned down real nice.
Okay, where's Shotgun Man? Come on. We know you want to come over here.
Well, whoever has a shotgun, please come towards me now.
I want to get rid of you so I can better manage the other enemies. No, why am I sticking my head out when I'm reloading? It's done. Shoot that barrel over there. Oh no 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 no!
Oh, he
we got a
actually
crap.
did the ah crap. Like,
That was a good look for that guy.
it was. He went out with a backflip. And you know what? If I'm gonna die, Letty, let it be with a backflip. Hopefully not off a skyscraper or something.
No, I saved my grenade
For this
for
exact
this exact
occasion.
moment. Ah! Oh no!
Oh, man,
it took too long to throw.
That turret fire is a killer.
Oh, I got a
and post-mortem, if this was destiny.
From the grave.
Oh, Rapadusky has a special request of you right at this moment, Letty, and that is,
Yeah.
can you show the trophy list? That's not embargoed or anything, is it?
I don't know.
I would assume if people are streaming it, because you've gotten trophies, so...
Oh, you know what? It doesn't display on your PS4 until the game releases. Like, so
Ah,
I couldn't
that's
pull it
right,
up on
that's
here.
right.
Because I was trying to look at it earlier, and you can't do that until.
Apologies, Rapadusky.
But all the gun kill trophies are still the same. I think most of the trophies are
I
identical.
would, yeah, like I
I
would
don't think
imagine.
there are
it would
other.
be-
I don't think there are extra trophies.
Oh no!
Last minute
I
roll
love
away.
that one.
So the one thing about Uncharted 1, like you don't snap to cover like organically. You complete the roll and then you attach to it. So that's like something you'll have to get used to especially if you go back to
That was very low to the
the
ground.
older games.
I love it. Click, click, click.
Excuse me, sir. Can you
I'm just gonna
just
pepper you
stick
with
your
bullets.
head up so that I can take you out? All right.
This is the moment.
This is the moment. This is the moment that I've saved my grenade for.
Should you do it from here, or should you dive out?
I think I need to get a little
those direct, no angles.
right. Here we go.
Beautiful.
And I can
Just
calmly
the hook shot.
aim. There's no motion aiming anymore.
Thank God.
I liked it.
Let me just reload, and I'm done.
We win! All right, what's our time looking like? Because I want to jump to 3 for a little bit.
It's 4:40, so we got 20 minutes.
All right, let's jump into 3.
Dip our toes into, for
We've
me,
created the
uncharted waters.
Uncharted water, so we won't be too spoilery. We'll go to the relative beginning of the game. Jumping into 3. It's really effortless jumping to different games. I like that a lot.
Repadusky says there are new trophy lists.
Oh,
but
okay.
At the very least, we can confirm that the gun or the weapon achievements are the same. This is all new.
Oh no!
Oh my
He
God!
goes to places.
The chateau. The citadel. The chateau looks pretty nice, but also looks very much like the environments we've been looking at. So I leave it to you.
I enjoy staying in the light. I think it's a pretty fun part of the game. We've actually just like mostly, with the exception of the one Elena section that we did, we've mostly stuck to the first half of the games because they really do ramp up.
Good on us.
Close. Yeah, I mean these games are years old, yes, but you know,
I
I'm sure
always
there are
say,
some new players.
You know, it's always best to err on the side of not spoiling stuff. Our fellow editor Ashley Reed will fight me on that. She'll gladly spoil anything and everything. Moments after it's out, that's not true. Are those rats?
Spiders. We're trying to avoid the spiders because
Oh, they're
they're
huge
because
spiders.
because they're spiders. And I mean, what else would you do with them? Uh-oh. All right, help me up here.
Sally, please.
Now would be a good time.
Ooh, reward unlocked. Oh gosh. Oh, those are good spider physics.
Spider physics?
Yeah. The way
Oh,
they're.
note the lighting. So the lighting in this game is really good.
Oh Jesus!
Ah!
Like the way they nip at your heels is.
Oh, they're crawling on me. It's gross.
Oh, that's good. Those are good. Okay, they're very much phasing through the door, but that's okay.
That's what spiders can do. They're dimensional phase spiders.
God, these things are fast.
Ooh.
I feel like I might have said this before, Buddy, but can you imagine what it must be like to have arachnophobia, and then you buy a game like Uncharted, you're having a great time, all of a sudden you get to this level and it's like, well, I'm done.
Unplayable.
Like, so many games drop spiders on you without warning.
All right, you're clear. Huh? Yeah. Turn around. Oh, you're good. You okay?
Seems like the outside lighting is like way harsher, and this is like super bright.
It's very white.
Yeah. Because like it's realistic lighting and shadows, and it's a surprisingly good looking game. Even though it's a PS3 game, it does look really good.
You know, it's funny.
Like look at this little light seeping in through this dilapidated cottage or chateau.
This kind of reminds me of Bloodborne. I don't know why. Just in terms of
Because of the spiders.
I think it was that gate, that spiked gate. I was like, this feels like Yarnum for a second, for a hot second.
Which is not a bad thing.
No, not at all.
'Cause, I mean, Yarnum is a horrible place, but it's one of the
Wouldn't
best
wanna live
places.
there.
It's one of the best places in video games. So that makes sense.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Yep.
I know.
Uh,
That's also good too. whoever programmed the like make it fall as soon as you've jumped away.
Oh wait, I think I have to go this way. Right.
Also, how's the vibration on the PS4 controller?
It's really good. It's phenomenal. It's blowing my mind.
Sully's
Through my hands.
Just a limber old man.
Oh, hold on.
How
wonder
old
how-
is?
I was just gonna say, like,
I
how
think
old do you think he
40s?
is? No, he's not in his 40s. He's like in his 50s at least, 60s maybe.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Spry
then-
60s.
Okay, so Nathan he's in his 30s. He must be.
Yeah, like at least 32.
Okay.
Let's go with 32.
I like
Because
that.
he's looking a little older in Uncharted 4, right? And that's,
Well,
I think
hard.
that's like a year after this game. So we have a slight problem in the sense that there are enemies, which
They
means we
want
have to shoot them,
Burn the whole place down.
but they also want to burn the place down. So the 3D mode in this game is not present in this version, I believe. Uncharted 3 had 3D.
Oh, I didn't know.
Back when, you know,
That was
3D
a thing.
TVs were a thing.
That really came and went, didn't it? Was it football was going to be the thing that drew people in?
I don't know, football or...
That guy's wearing a hoodie in summertime.
Well, he
Oh,
should have
Jesus.
worn a helmet.
Or protective gear of any kind.
Shouldn't Nathan Drake have a reputation at this point? Where it's like, listen, we're going up against Nathan Drake. He's killed thousands of people single-handedly. See, like the hand-to-hand combat is a little more complex in this one.
Oh, boy. Oh, that's a good kill. He's a fine red mist now.
Alright, hold on, Sully. I'm just like deciding which gun is the best.
I need to refill my grenade. I want to play this ace. I mean, obviously you gotta finish.
Right,
the
this
game.
is but
when
You're gonna-
at that time, oh boy, I'm jumping in. Two hands first. You had some deadly premonitions, Lily. That's a door. That man died in a very poor spot. He's getting cremated on the spot. Uh-oh, we got haters on Jack and Daxter in the mix? Not haters. I don't mean to put words in your mouth, Runic Bury, but the first Jack and Daxter, the Precursor Legacy, that's up there.
I didn't play that one. I played the second one.
It lost the magic for me when Jack got an attitude. And then 3 tried to bring him back a little more, but I think it was already too far gone.
It's convenient. They let us know which way to go. So this sequence, I think, is probably one of the best in the games, all of them, just because of how well it executes, showing you where to go, the shooting, the environmental issues that you encounter, such as this one.
Such as hot
Such as
embers.
everything being on fire. And it looks fantastic.
Do you think this inspired that Tomb Raider section where the village is on fire?
I don't know, I feel like these games are like so busy inspiring each other, it's kind of hard to keep track of who is doing what first.
Everybody's inspired by something.
Yeah, I mean, they're both growing as video games. Okay, we're going
Can you
this way.
imagine trying to vault your body weight as something's like falling out of the wall?
Which way am I going? This way. No, I'm going forward.
Alley-oop.
Oh right, I have to help him open the door. And no, we gotta time it right. There we go. It's very hot in here.
Ooh, that's hot. I think they'd be unable to breathe.
Ah!
Oh, that's a big bruiser.
We don't have time for this.
Look around you.
So these guys, if you try to whip out your gun and shoot them, they'll knock the gun out of your hand and you'll drop it. You'll have to pick it up again.
Oh boy.
So you just have to kind of like,
Right.
you have to complete the fight.
Finish the
Like a
fight.
gentleman, you know?
It would be cowardly to pull a firearm.
I got here first. This is my cover. My cover.
Can you actually? That'd be cool if you could shoot through cover when you knew someone else was on the other side of the table.
Oh,
Ooh, Sully rocking the Magnum. Those heavy hits.
I feel like I want a Magnum. Whoa.
Is that a new gun for Uncharted 3?
Yes, I think so. The guns all feel new because they completely changed the sounds and the aiming, and
Yeah, that sounds
very different feeling game.
Ooh, sawed off.
Yeah, let's grab that.
Old timey.
Dispatch people with ease. This floor seems fine.
Stable, very structurally sound.
Yep.
Oh boy. That's intense. Now, when they do Uncharted movie scenes, I feel like they should be 100% practical.
That would be cool.
If it's CG,
And there should be a chance of the actors dying.
but they'll just respawn. So it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. The loading is instantaneous.
And they should use live rounds for all this shit.
And they should hire people to be shot at by the heroes.
Now, I remember recently there was talk that Bradley Cooper was possibly going to be Nathan Drake. And people, I might have
Maybe?
dreamed that. I might have imagined that. People were saying it has to be
You
Nolan
just want
North.
to. You will. No, he wouldn't. I don't think he would
But
work in the movie.
yeah, he would
Voice,
not
yes.
look the part.
No, it doesn't look like the movie star. Like, no studio is going to spend a lot of money on that movie if it's Nolan North. I mean, I love Nolan North, and I wish he got that kind of treatment. But you know, like, some executive is going to be like, no, we need a Tom Cruise, we need a, whatever to sell
Oh,
this movie.
jeez, Tom Cruise is Nathan Drake, though?
No, I'm not like suggesting it should be Tom Cruise.
Although, you know what? Now that you say it.
No, no, not even gonna go there.
Tom Hardy, maybe? Nah, he's too beefy.
Is too beefy a bad thing now? He can,
No,
he can
but
lose some weight.
Nathan Drake is
He
very,
can stop working out for 5 seconds.
I've always thought of Nathan as like a...
See, now this tub just fell through and I get to use it as cover.
Ah.
Well, I completely missed that guy. It's terrible. Is he dead or is he just resting?
He's taking a breathe. Now he's really...
All right, come on, stick your head out. Come on. There we go.
Oh, my... He's... Whoa.
As long as you get them, you can start running at them.
That ceiling is coming down fast. Oh, man. Shooting from the hip with a dang ooze.
Really? You're going to start a fist fight with me again?
Ooh. Right in the neck. Oh, God.
Wait, I don't like this spot.
Oh, my knees.
Wait, there's someone behind me. Grenade!
Oh, God. He said, eat embers, fool. And you shot him in the back.
All right, I think that's it. No? I found a corner that's not on fire, Sully. Come over here. Oh, is that a bad guy? Yeah.
It's an assassin, actually. Oh! I thought you were going to take the gun in midair after you clocked.
He did.
Oh, my
He
God.
did. I got the ammo from it.
That's another part of what makes Nathan Drake so awesome. Those kinds of animations.
Yeah.
Now, I was thinking about this. Would you characterize Nathan Drake as like the Han Solo type? Or is he more like... I mean, oddly enough, this is probably not a good example, but the closest thing I can think of is Vash from Trigun, if you've ever watched that.
I mean, he's not clumsy enough to be like fast. Like, he still kind of knows what he's doing. He's
That's
good
true.
at killing. But I feel
Like, not even... Indiana Jones is swarthier than
I would say
Nathan
Han
Drake.
Solo is close-ish, just because Han Solo is not too concerned with killing people.
Yeah.
Remember, he shot first. So.
Over not that big a deal, now that I think about it. Because Greedo was just like, listen,
Yeah.
come with me.
Will they make it?
Whew. Now, that right there, your fingers would just be like...
Like, detached.
That's also why the Batarang would never work if you're falling, because Batman's arm would just be dislocated
Yeah.
instantly.
Well, maybe that's why he has the special armor. It keeps his arms from not being dislocated. You should like pay attention like when they do a close up of Nate's face, like how detailed it is at this point compared to 1. So you can just imagine how much it'll
Eye
change
wrinkles.
for the 4th one.
I almost worry it'll be too much, like to uncanny valley point.
Well, I think he's
then-
still like he's still stylized to some degree, right?
Yeah,
so
and
it's
the
not.
fact that it's not
strong
a
as an ox.
person they're recreating
Yeah,
helps.
What's the hurry? They think we're in there.
it's a priceless chateau. It's gone.
Almost were.
I like the green shirt
gotta
too. I think
say,
it's probably the best shirt
I'm
in
losing
Uncharted
the plot
history.
here.
I did not even clue
Why
into
we're
the
doing
fact
this?
that he mixes it up.
Yeah.
No. If you're gearing up for one
Still
of
got
your
that half
optimal
tuck
for this
going.
speeches,
When
spare
did
me.
that become a thing? Like,
From the first
These
game.
guys are playing for keeps. Yes.
and they were like,
What, you're
we
just gonna
recognize
roll
that
over for
people
them? Nobody's
think
talking about
this is a
rolling
thing,
over.
and we're
Quit
gonna keep
acting
it
like
going.
you're ready to lay down and die. All right?
Listen, kid,
I'm
How are we doing
sensing-
on time?
We got 5 minutes, so
5
if there's one
minutes.
last thing you want to show, Letty.
I'm not
Now's the
going
time.
anywhere,
I don't know.
obviously.
I
You know,
don't
I
know.
recognize that
Make sure
shot
we're
as a
doing
Games
this
Press
for the right
asset.
reasons.
This is what
Good job. Good
Tangled
job.
up in this thing.
looking for assets does to you.
I taught you better than that.
You ever notice like a lot of these games where like they try to be expressive with the main characters, they have this moment where like their eyebrows go up from the middle of their face, like it goes up like that
I, do,
to express
I know what
emotion.
you're
It's
talking
like,
about.
how do
PS2
they?
era.
How does anyone do that? I mean, I get that it shows more emotion, but it's actually very difficult.
Physically.
Yeah.
Chances are they were too. We gotta warn them. Yeah.
American Pride wants you to play as Fat Drake. You have to do that with a code, right?
Well, you unlock skins as you play.
Is the subway
I don't know
bullshit
if I have
still
that.
in the game at this point?
The,
I feel like
the whitey now.
there was a subway promotional something or other. Maybe an item in multiplayer. It might have been a shirt that had. You know what?
Let's
This
play
is-
as Wetsuit Drake.
Oh. And on the spot, he's disrobed, got his wetsuit.
There we go.
Sully is not
He's
giving
not
you
impressed.
compliments. What are you
He's
doing?
like, okay,
Nate?
you need to calm down. You need to calm down.
What are the other skins?
I don't know if
Oh,
we can
Eddie
show all
Raja.
the skins. I don't know if we can do that.
We're rebels.
But I
like
do
that.
want to. I don't know if we can jump to another level early on.
I mean, hey, we can dip over. You know, sometimes we like to
Let's
go the extra
see.
mile.
Oh, you know what? Since you're new to Uncharted 3, I think you'll appreciate this scene just because of the hand-to-hand combat
Well,
and how it's
fisticuffs.
very different. That's the one I want to overwrite. Yes.
The beauty of this is that this PS4 will not upload any of those things.
That's right. We'll destroy it before it does that. We'll smash it with hammer. It'll start the uploading process. Like, no, stop.
Subway Drake, you had to buy something from Subway to get it, says American President.
Huh. I'll have to look for that. I love that I'm still in the wetsuit at this point.
Who
Well, let's
goes
do
to
it.
a bar in a wetsuit? I'm fighting this guy. Who? Sucks to be that other guy.
The interiors in this game are also like surprisingly good.
Yeah,
They did a
those
good job.
are all different photos.
Oh man, why am I getting punched so much? It's not good.
Ooh, poker game gone wrong.
Rude.
This is not a swimming pool. Got him.
Gotta mash that circle button.
Sully taking 5.
It's like I need to get him close to something so I can grab an object from like one of those. It's not exactly Batman Arkham Knight,
But what is?
it's fun.
Ooh, corner pocket, am I right?
I love that guy's just like lined up. Like this is a really well choreographed fight, and it's mostly interactive, which is pretty cool. Here's where they teach you how to fight big guys.
Ah, the biggest.
This is the tutorial.
I feel like Sully would be like, my arm! Ooh, aye. Hello?
Now, did you notice that his wetsuit says Otzel on it?
No, I didn't. What is this?
You know what Notzel is? Notzel's from Jack and Daxter.
Ah, that is what Daxter
Is.
becomes.
Or is, or whatever.
He, you know, I always thought about that. He is human at the very beginning of the first Jak and Daxter, and he never seems too concerned about wanting to go back to his true form or be with his family again or anything like that.
That's what we call an environmental takedown.
Not to be confused with
It's like one of those like weird video game terms that's like this. It makes sense, but it just sounds like so formal, so academic.
Ooh, that punch, instant follow-up. You can play some slots.
Oh, there's still some fighting going on over here.
Oh, not the urinal.
No.
That's nasty. Come on. Just give me a second, Jimmy. I'll be right with you.
And it'd be like soaked up in the wetsuit.
Well, no, actually, wetsuit is like the perfect thing to wear for this. I think it keeps them warm.
Ooh. Oh gosh. That halogen.
No. So I think
Oh,
you can
barefoot in that bathroom. Oh God. Oh Jesus.
I think you can just you can just chill out here. Like
Yeah.
you don't have to counterattack immediately. You can just rest for a little bit. Just gonna wait a little bit. Yes.
This is very.
It's been a long day.
This is a Mass Effect Miranda shot right now. Well, I mean, I gotta take a deuce if you want to give me time.
Are you gonna leave at any point? I just want some privacy. Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Dang it! Back to square one.
Here we go. I fail. I need to learn that you have to counter, and then
Put
you
his
start,
head in the air.
you start wailing on him.
Whoop. I always wondered.
Keep coming back
Oh
here.
no.
They're gonna need a plunger.
And the fact that I've been walking around that bathroom, no shoes on. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh, that was the door. Weird. I need to get a pot or something. I think
Can
can
you force
grab
his
it.
face into the hot stove?
That's too mean.
That's too punishing. What the? Oh, you're right. It is. That's pretty awesome. Your suit changed
Just like-
real fast.
You thought Superman was good,
So I guess it's not in engine. That settles it.
right? See, I told you. Told you. Someone called me a liar.
Whew. Well, that was a good old time.
Right.
That has been caught up with GR Plus Live. Give us a follow if you had a good time. We stream
Yeah.
every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. You can see the schedule right beneath our stream, or Anthony will put it up. That's our
Yeah,
man in the
that's
booth.
right. Sometimes we'll play stuff that has not come out yet. We'll play pre-release stuff. We'll have a review of Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection, on Wednesday.
Ooh. Keep your eyes peeled for that at gamesradar.com. Until then, we will catch you later.
Bye.
Young Nathan Drake. This is tripping me out right now.
Yep. He's a brat. You can tell he's a brat, right?
He's a scoundrel, a scamp.
Look at these